Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. Like and subscribe to the channel for the latest movie news and rants. So, we're going to kick off today with Rian Johnson. Obviously, we've heard that the Game of Thrones creators, Wise and Benioff, are going to be doing their own Star Wars trilogy. We don't know if it's going to be after Game of Thrones finishes this year, and it's going to be straight there, or it's going to be out of the Confederate, which is their brand new controversial TV show for HBO. So obviously we have been told this week that they will be handed a trilogy to do for themselves, which I think will be absolutely brilliant. Obviously it won't include any Skywalkers or anything like that. It will be a completely brand new trilogy based on characters either they've created or ones that will be in the extended universe. However, whichever way it goes, I'm looking forward. But the best thing about all of this, there has been no mention of Rian Johnson. However you want to say his name, I don't like the bastard. He screwed up The Last Jedi and he kind of made Star Wars obsolete in a way, because the way he just messed around with the lore, he just didn't care for the characters either. And this is coming from a guy who made Looper, and Looper is a brilliant sci-fi film. You know, hitman in the future sent back to be killed by his younger self. That is a fantastic concept. But when he was handed the Star Wars universe, he just kind of went his own way, and he did what he wanted to do without actually consulting anyone, because obviously we all know that all his ideas went through Kira Hart and she said yes to them all. So that just goes to show obviously that he has no backbone, and I think he's a woman in disguise. He just wants to be, yes, I want to be with the women. Or it's almost like he's just never got laid, and he's saying everything he can to get women to be on his side. And, oh, look at this, he's doing everything for us. Isn't that sweet? No, he fucked up Star Wars. He messed it. We all thought Kathleen Kennedy is doing a fucking rubbish job. We all know Rian Johnson did a bad job. Just look at The Last Jedi. Just look how much of the lore he messed up. He threw tons of shit at Star Wars and said, you know what, my ideas are better. You know, better than whatever George Lucas made in 1977, and well, actually before. Because I believe he had the idea around 1973-74. So we're looking at a good 44 to 45 years of Star Wars lore. And Star Wars, a Bible that has been done. George Lucas gave Lucasfilm, and obviously he also gave Disney, in retrospect, everything he had on Star Wars. He gave him every Bible that has ever been done on Star Wars. Disney now own this, and the Star Wars Lucasroom Writers Group, which is full of people who don't give a shit about Star Wars, they want to make their own stories in Star Wars. But they need to respect Star Wars. They need to respect the characters, they need to respect the lore, and they need to respect the boundaries of which they cannot go by. They also need to respect what and what cannot be done with the Force. But obviously, Rian Johnson, he just kind of went the opposite way. And obviously, when he had Laura Dern, you know, the strong woman who we've never seen, but all of a sudden she's this major general in the army, and everyone looks up to her. But it's like, well, where the fuck have you been? You know, no one knows who the fuck you are. But you are playing an important role. You're the general who sacrifices himself. To be honest with you, it would have been a lot better if Poe Dameron done it. If he done it, it would have made a bit more sense, because it would have been like, I'm sacrificing myself to help you lot go away. Not just some fucking stupid woman who doesn't even know, you know, the audience was not connected to her. There was no emotional connection with Laura Dern's character. I love Laura Dern. She's a brilliant actress. Whatever she's in, she's always fantastic. But when you see this, and it's like, oh, she's this person, she's that, she's this. But you could see that Laura Dern was trying to make the audience like her, but she knew, as soon as she had that role, she was probably thinking, well, if I'm such an important person, where have I been for the last 30 years? Because obviously she does look at that, she does look around 50 or 60. So she needs to, to throw that out there and say, well, I was here during this one, or, during the last. Obviously, we can't say about episode, the prequels, but we can go back to the last ones. Episodes 4, 5, and 6. She could have been a person in the background, or even if she, just a character insertion somewhere. Just scroll through the films and look for a name they mention, and it could have been that person. But no. Rian Johnson, let's just call him Shitstick for now. Shitstick went a completely different way, and he messed everything up. Obviously, when he had fucking Princess Leia do a Mary Poppins through space. Come on. She's not even that powerful in the Force. It's like, I didn't even know I had that. Then obviously having Luke fucking across the galaxy fucking be a Force ghost. It's like, what the fuck? Mark Hamill has even come out and said himself that it was not his Luke Skywalker that he was portraying in The Last Jedi. The only sad thing is with The Last Jedi is when I saw the trailer, I thought, yes, this looks good. Then I saw it, and I was like, Rian Johnson, you shitstick. You deserve to fucking boil in a vat of fucking Rancor's stomach blood. That's what he needed to be done. He still needs to be done now, because obviously with the success of how big and money making The Last Jedi was, not how popular. He has gotten a job. He's going to keep getting jobs, which is going to give him big casts, and it's only going to be his stories. But again, we need Kathleen Kennedy gone as well. We need this. Lucasfilm just needs a complete overhaul. They need people who love Star Wars. I think that's why Rogue One was actually really, really well done, because the initial person who brought the story forward has been at Lucasfilm since the early 90s or late 80s. He's been here since then as a concept artist and a model maker. He obviously he loves this shit. He's been there for years. Anyway, that's another rant for today. If you like the channel and you like the rants, like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.